Hey guys, Michael here. First and foremost, apologies for, this is my first time making a video where I'm talking to you guys and not just playing or whatever. So apologies for any awkwardness or mistakes. Bear with me, I think we'll be fine. So, some of you may know, this is a horn I got a little over a year ago. It is a Pudgy made by the great Brent Peters in Palouse, Washington. So made in the US, horn, handmade, custom made, which is how he does things, made to order. This is a Shorty model. You can see it right there, the Pudgy Shorty. And I essentially came across this trumpet, this brand. I found myself traveling a lot for reasons not necessarily to do with performing, but often ended up performing and picking up gigs and having to play. So I was in search of a good compact trumpet that would be better than your average, run-of-the-mill pocket trumpet. I came across the Pudgy after a lot of Googling, a lot of looking at videos, talking to the fine people at G. Landris Brass here in New York City. I connected with Brett. And got this custom-made Shorty done. So this is not going to be a demo on Pudgy trumpets, but I will just talk briefly about this horn. The bell is about 4 3/4, just under 5 inches. Beautiful finger buttons, copper rings, which are beautiful. The weight is really nice. It feels like a trumpet. It plays like a trumpet. And I will just read off my cheat sheet on my computer, just so you guys know some of the specifics here. It has an electro-formed copper bell, which is how the Coprion was made, and it's what the Del Quadro horns use, which I now have a Del Quadro, and I'm very happy with it. But that's not a compact trumpet. So this is a beautiful trumpet, which I got over a year ago and I've been using and I'm very happy with. And then all of a sudden Brent, a couple weeks ago says, hey, are you in New York City? Would you like to try a new horn that I made? I'm like, of course. He says, okay, he got this new horn, which I will show you now. And it is a Shortay. So a little modification. He added the A there. It's a little bit, I don't know if you can see that. Now I know what Trent Austin and all those guys go through when they want to show stuff to the camera. Anyway, he's like, Jeremy Pelt has this one right now, and it's a prototype. I think it's one of 2 or something like that, where he made just a couple and testing them out, having people try them out. And so of course, I picked it up from Mr. Pelt a few weeks ago, and I've been playing with it ever since. It's a great horn. I'm going to tell you now what the differences are. So off the bat, forget about the finish, right? This we kind of just did together. I wanted this antique brushed finish. This is a different finish. I still dig it though. I like this reddish hue. I really do dig this horn. I like how they look. It still has the crook, has the beautiful copper rings, has great finger buttons as well. You can see them kind of, right? All in all, Brent's attention to detail is incredible. I love it. Both horns, by the way, have Getzen valve locks, so the valves are, I think, they don't really get much better than Getzen. This, however, uses a heavier gauge. So it's a slightly different horn for sure. Heavier gauge, and also the bell, you might notice, is a little bit larger. I think this is 5 1/8 versus just under 5. You can see that, maybe you can't notice, but I'm gonna play through my AEA ribbon mic. No EQ, just kind of have an honest, representation of the sound. And I'm going to be playing with my custom made donut mouthpiece, which is like it's about a 1.5, 1.25, like, you know, and it has a short shank. So this is what I play with. It's a dark. It's gonna give me a dark and big sound. So I'm gonna play the Shorty first, and then the Shortay. All right. So, I don't know if you guys were able to hear any difference. At least on my side of things, they're both incredibly comfortable to play. They, you know, I can blow freely. I can get up high. This is a large mouthpiece, so I'm not really trying to wail and shout up there. But I feel like if I really had to and needed to, I would be able to. Again, if I had to play lead on a gig, I wouldn't bring this trumpet, but I would definitely be able to fool someone into thinking I'm doing it. But this is a great trumpet, very versatile. But they both are. This is not a video for me to rate these trumpets, which one is better. I think they're both great horns. I think they're different horns, which is important. I do think. So something I never noticed or never really thought much of until I got the Shortay is I feel the Shorty now to me sounds more like a compact trumpet, which it is. It's supposed to be, you know, kind of in lieu of a pocket trumpet. It's an in between. So not that it sounds as compact as a pocket trumpet, but it's definitely leaning more towards that than this. The Shortay is a bit darker, has a bit more of an open feel, open sound. The fact that it has a bigger bell, it feels like the sound is going out more versus there. I think that makes sense. And again, this is I'm playing with my, donut 1.25, 1.5 custom mouthpiece. So this is not a commercial setup. This would be a dark. I've played this with a big band already. I've played this with solo gigs. Not playing lead. I think I was playing trumpet 3 in that gig. And yeah, it blends really well, and it plays really well, really comfortably. One thing I forgot to mention: both horns have the Amado spit valves, water keys. And yeah, man, Brent knows what he's doing. It's a great horn, and I'm in fact leaving on a trip, so I might be taking this guy with me.